After spending time with his first love, the man returned home to his wife as if nothing had happened. No matter how much he called out, he found the house disturbingly quiet. The bedroom was empty with no sign of anyone. Only then did he start to panic. He searched the entire villa but still couldn't find a trace of his wife. It never occurred to him that his wife had already burned all their memories and started a brilliant new life just with a different groom. For the sake of her husband's career, the woman chose to keep their marriage a secret and support him silently, until the day she saw a lipstick mark on his collar and realized her husband's heart had changed long ago. What was even more outrageous was that the scheming woman deliberately sent photos to provoke her after each date. She originally thought her husband was just having a fling, until she saw with her own eyes her husband openly showing up at a friend's gathering with the scheming woman. Everyone knew about this extramarital affair except for her, who was kept in the dark. Her husband even argued that it was just his friend's sister. She couldn't take it anymore and splashed a glass of wine on that hypocritical face. After venting her anger, she turned and left. On the way home, she was rear-ended. This accident led her to meet her true soulmate. The CEO saw that she was soaking wet and considerately offered his coat. This coat became the thread that connected them. When the man arrived at the hospital, she was already completely disheartened. Seeing her husband's fake show of concern, she just found it laughable. After leaving the hospital, he immediately started explaining to his wife. The man had no idea that the scheming woman had already told his wife the truth. Just then the man suddenly noticed the clothes his wife was wearing. He instantly became insanely jealous and ripped off the CEO's coat, pulling his wife into the car. With no other choice, she had to call the CEO's driver to ask for the CEO's measurements, intending to buy a new set to return to the CEO. The next day, she burned all their mementos. Her husband was too busy chatting with the scheming woman to notice her actions. Until his wife burned their last wedding photo, he finally smelled a pungent odor. The man casually asked his wife what she was burning. His wife made up an excuse to brush him off. The following day, when the woman went to resign, she was stopped at the door by the assistant. She immediately guessed who was inside, so while the assistant was distracted, she forcefully pushed open the door. Seeing this heartbreaking scene again, this time she didn't cry or make a scene, calmly handing over her resignation letter. Before the man could say anything, the scheming woman eagerly agreed, even having the audacity to say that the man had always loved her. To her surprise, the wife didn't back down, directly retorting back, every word hitting the scheming woman where it hurt, infuriating her to the point of seeing red. Lunging at the woman, ready to get physical, the woman was no pushover either, immediately slapping her across the face. The man actually protected the mistress and shoved his wife, completely failing to notice that she had injured her waist, then yelled at her, telling her to get out of his office. The man's heartlessness completely exhausted the wife's last bit of patience, until the assistant reminded him. He finally realized, but it was too late. Her determined eyes made him feel uneasy. Leaving the scheming woman behind, he chased after her. However, when he got home, he searched everywhere, but still couldn't find a trace of the woman, because the woman had long since pulled her suitcase and moved into her new home. Just as she was calling her best friend to tell her her location, a gentle reminder came from behind. It turned out she was blocking the elevator. That's when she realized it was the CEO from that day. She was so embarrassed her face turned beet red.